mean, that's what it's all about.
Right.
I mean,
It's a good course.
ideally you would get more of that in high school, but it doesn't always happen. And so you have an opportunity to really develop those skills.
One of the things that I see, again, I was just thinking about this morning as I was preparing, getting ready for the day, is I had went to Adult Learning Center. That's why I finally got my official high school diploma.
Okay.
Because I didn't get it from Taconic High School. But I remembered that even though I didn't get the full knowledge of English, grammar, I still struggle with that, and the essay writing, I did have to, in fact, write papers at the Adult Learning Center. I had to write essays, or I wasn't going to. And I had set in my mind as a goal that I'm going to get my high school diploma, so I need to do this. So I can't say I don't know how to write. It's just I got away. When you don't use it.
Yeah, you don't lose it, you lose it.
You're right.
Use it, you lose it. Absolutely.
And so that's why I think it happened, because I did pass essay papers, but it seemed like it was so long from the classroom setting, you don't use it, that now it's like, okay, you know, so.
So now you know you're going to be using writing in your career, and it is hard, you know, when you don't have opportunities to write.
Also, I think that one of the interesting things about this college is that, like, the courses that are offered and the prerequisites for them. I think that I took a really big step last semester. I went from English 020 all the way up to Business 251, which is business law. And right now, that's what I'm taking this semester. Now, I thought I knew the material, and, you know, the teacher's really nice, and he understands that, you know, I also have a disability, and in return, I'm being taught at the Conte Federal Building, and unfortunately, my midterm didn't go so well. So right now, I'm writing a 10-page essay on a molestation trial that took place in 1993 and also in 2005, and that's on Michael Jackson. And when I actually was working on the essay, I realized that I used a lot of the same stuff, like a thesis statement and all the stuff that Joan has taught me in this class, and it's actually helped me a lot. I really am excited to turn the paper in when it's finished.
Great. I think it's awesome to see that you're not just learning how to write and it just stays in this class, and then you go out and you never use it again. You know, that you're actually using this, and that's why it's such an important skill. You were going to say something about coming here. Go ahead.
The reason I come here is just, I took a semester off. I was going through a hard time, and I just started coming back because I really just want to better myself, and that alone is the motivation for me. I come here, and this class I love because I love writing. I want to get into like journalism and stuff, and I absolutely love it because I've gotten so much more organized on my writing, and I'm more focused. I like it.
I'm glad. I think it's great that you're finding a purpose for writing, and you're feeling better, and then feeling better about yourself. Let's see. What are your hopes? I know I've heard pre-nursing, and I don't know. Hospitality, right? That's what you said. And you're in the ministry right now. Do you?
Well, that's my heartbeat. That's my overall core of who I am, and hopefully with my family and for other people. But in a secondary mindset, well, I wanted to get into computer information systems, and a couple of prerequisites were math 028, English 020. I had Jim Anderson.
For 020?
Yeah, which was reading, so the comprehension, I needed that. Now I'm in 060 for the writing. So these are some of the prerequisites to advance towards that. And next semester, I will be only taking one class, hopefully. So my goal is still to attain that and get as much experience and skills I need here in me go further.
Do you feel like the classes that are prerequisites are going to be helpful for you as you move into the college courses?
Well, again, as long as you use that, I mean, you know, if the notebook is open, you're gonna read it and use it, but if it's just closed, just put it on a shelf somewhere, it really doesn't do you any good.
Yeah.
You have to go back and reevaluate, you know, look it over again, and again, and just, that's,
Yeah, just
that's pretty
looking at
much
it once
in a
and
nutshell,
learning it
yeah.
once isn't going to, you know, be enough. Anyone else who, do you want to add anything? Okay. Is there anything else that the college could do to help you make the transition from high school or from the work world? Is there something else that you would like to see here at the college that would be helpful? Or what has worked especially well for you?
Yes, I got one. Like more people who are in leadership, like who are leadership, like I know they do the forums here, and that's excellent. I think that people really learn a lot from the forums here. But if they can have more like leadership seminars, like, you know, I think that would benefit the college.
Leadership for students to participate in leadership training, is that?
Leadership training,
Yeah.
have some seminars, have speakers come here. I think that would be dynamic.
Ooh, great, that's a great idea.
Also, I think self-motivation, like classes and also like seminars. I think that is one thing to get into college work and like, you know, first get into a college and also work on getting work done and doing homework. You also need a lot of self-motivation. You got to find stuff that actually can motivate you.
What helps you with that?
Well, honestly, I think that if like, well, for me, I actually tend to focus better with music, like with like a headset or something. Not during a lecture, of course, but if I'm like writing or something, I tend to type faster if I'm listening to music than if I'm not listening to music, then I kind of get sidetracked. So for some reason, music actually helps me focus a lot better, and also it keeps me motivated because of the fast beat or slow beat or whatever it is, and it helps me write down what comes into my head while the music is playing. It just takes one word in a song, and then I'm like, oh, that's what I could do, you know?
So you've discovered that about yourself. There is a class here that you're taking called, it's VCC 101, and it covers things like how to increase your motivation, how to set goals for yourself, how to take responsibility for your learning. So I encourage you to look into that. I think it's something that we can assume we already know, you know, how to manage our time. That's not something that comes easily for anyone.
Are there any